Before I go into predictions for 2024 though, I want to tell you where the consumer is in terms of what they expect to happen in regards to the market in real estate. So first, 44% of Americans expect a housing crash in 2024. That's being led by 52% of millennials. 35% of Americans actually want a housing market crash, being led by 53% of Gen Zers. And 32% of Americans say a housing crash is the only way that they'll be able to afford a home. I can certainly understand that. Lastly, 79%, so almost 80% of Americans expect mortgage rates will rise in 2024. So as I go through my list of predictions, it's pretty starkly different from what the majority, I guess, of Americans think, which is a challenge when we're out there talking to the consumer, understanding where their mindset is, and then trying to explain where my mindset is. It's a big gap to close, but such is the job. Before I go any further, check out the description below. You'll find a couple of links there. The first will give you a monthly home value estimate dropped directly into your inbox, and the second will allow you to search for all Triangle area homes. Lastly, please like and subscribe. It just helps YouTube know that you like the content. It helps us reach more people. My first prediction is this. I think the federal funds rate has peaked. If it hasn't peaked, it's about at its peak. I think that rates will stay elevated and the Fed will begin to cut rates around July, potentially August of 2024. Mortgage rates typically react ahead of what the federal funds rate does. So I think we'll start to see mortgage rates start to fall sometime around the middle of the year and trend steadily down, probably settling out around 6%. That's prediction number one. Number two, inventory will rise slightly, and this is going to depend on where you're at. I'll speak just to our market here in Raleigh. I think inventory, or the amount of homes for sale, is going to go up, partially in response to a lower mortgage rate and partially in response to people getting more comfortable with the new normal of higher rates. Prediction number three, prices will go up. Now, if you do a quick Google search for 2024 real estate predictions, a couple of your first results are going to be Realtor.com and Zillow, both expecting prices to either be flat or slightly drop next year. So I'm going to be a contrarian on that and say prices are going to go up. There's reasons why, I won't get into them here, but I think we'll start to see prices go up in our market dramatically towards the third and fourth quarter of next year, possibly with multiple offers, price escalation, all of the things that we went through in 2021 coming back. Prediction number four, I'm going to say that recession is in our future, probably starting around the fourth quarter of 2024, although we won't recognize it until maybe the first or second quarter of 2025. But if you look back on history, gone through a rapid rate hike, we've always had a recession. On average, starting around 7 months from the peak of the rates. The most recent recessions we've had, that lag has been longer. Therefore, I'm going to say closer to 12 months, which puts us in October, November for the start of a economic recession. Number five, the stock market will want to trend downward over the course of next year, but it'll probably bounce around, being that it's an election year. Usually there's not a lot of movement one way or the other. I think it's going to do that until the election, and it doesn't matter who wins or which way it goes. I think we'll start to see the stock market fall and fall steadily into 2025, bottom out somewhere in the middle of the year 2025. We're probably getting close to a peak in the stock market, in the indexes. I think we've got a downtrend coming. None of those predictions match up with the consumer predictions of a housing crash or increased mortgage rates or anything like that. So there's that. But this is what I think. I'm looking forward to watching this in 12 to 24 months to see how accurate I was. And keep in mind, guys, I am not a fortune teller. I have no magic portal that I walk through to give you this. This is just one person's opinion based on study and data and a guttural feeling to some extent about what we have in our future. If you want me to dive deeper on any one of these points, I'm more than happy to do that. But I think that's what we've got coming. So if you're in the real estate market, you're thinking about buying or selling a home in 2024, keep those things in mind, okay? Prices are probably going to continue to rise and interest rates are probably going to go down. That means you can buy today at a price that's lower than it will be 12 months from now and later on down the line refinance into a lower interest rate. If that's the right move for you, reach out. We can help you navigate that. I hope things get better in 2024. It's been a weird year, 2023, I think, for a lot of us, regardless of the industry you're in. If you listen to the news, everything is great, and yet on a personal, going to the grocery store and gas station level, it feels like it's not. And so I think there's a lot of chips yet to fall, and it's going to be interesting to see where the dust settles out next year. Keep tabs on it and report to you anything that I see that changes my opinion, but for now, that's what I'm going with. Thanks for watching.